right. Yeah. I'm playing now. Starting up now.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 23 yards, the final tally.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's got it down to the 28. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Let's see who his X Factor is guarding.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll set up a throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
They played the Jags enough, but
now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And
a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Eventually, I'm going to have to start running the ball a lot. Throwing in the zone can only end up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Okay, I got Julian Love.
2 They'll start on the ground. ETN trying to run inside, but nothing
Julian
there.
Love has a breakout.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and they got it done.
On second down, ETN once more. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring,
this
slugging it out in the
quarterback,
trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down.
Yeah.
Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Who was that? I hope that's not Taysom. It was about time.
First carry for James Conner. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's caught, Lockett, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
4 down territory right here.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards for number 11.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I want my breakouts, but I'm not in a position to prioritize breakout games.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They blocked that up pretty well.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A tackle made by
Don't let him run through you.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now 2nd and 9. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
I see the crease.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Let's see what Mr. Tyson, Mr. Perry, hopefully he comes back soon. Maybe he might be back already. Yeah.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Not yet.
Looking to throw. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On the counter, it's Walker. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
We'll keep a safe route. We'll keep a safe route down just in case.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And Walker has it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Fields. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great
It
work
looked
with
open.
the
It
ball
was
in the
open.
air. Never gave up.
It was an absolute
Converged on his
dime.
man and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their
Like it looked so
timeouts.
purposeful the way he pulled him back
A little
for a
over
walk
30 seconds to go
down.
in the first half of play.
Let's attack the left side of the field. X Factor's not moving around really.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
And he finds
So I
the
got put that black person on jump.
touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll leave everything the same.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 17-3 the score as we resume action
a little more
for the
aggressive
second
with
half
passing.
on EA Sports.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the
I'm not going to
return.
let up on my aggressiveness. And I end up having to do that too often. It makes my defense look trash.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Mug lines
and he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else
My
and
hard
get to what we
flat
call
was
the
sitting in
moment
the
of
middle of
truth.
the
When the
field.
ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it.
I can already tell I'm not going to get this breakout game.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game season. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it, here's ETN. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustments. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He hits his target, locked it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's playing off coverage like my team is fast. He might be used to the old Seahawks. Yeah.
They'll try the left side with Connor.
Initial linebacker pursuit looks so
5
fast
yards
and
is
made
the
me air
tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run behind center with Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right, now let's get in that end zone.
Second and 9. He'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
He went to a couple of his money plays, I'm pretty sure.
Kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Can't get a stretch. I can't get a stretch. It worked to save my life.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd down and 1. They'll run the toss to Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action.
I should have just trusted my line and at the middle.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A lot of routes and stuff. A lot of, like, plays that you would consider beaters.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And some room to roam now. Across midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 34. 54 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter. Wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here's Fields.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught.
Oh, nice move.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, this one, can you guard a corner out?
ETN up the middle.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Connor up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He never broke to the corner. He plays like that, so it's so misleading. He got the break that I wanted.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he goes out right around the 39. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Pass complete, Thomas.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Here's 2nd and a yard. All eyes on Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, he stays up, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens
Unless some
inbounds.
bull crap happens.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Elastic Girl?
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defense.
All right, that's that. Hopefully we can make a run.